What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Trey Sense here. Got a quick little video for you today, and it's a tag video, and that tag video is 10 fragrances in your collection that are relaxing fragrances that would be good for this time of quarantine. And I was tagged by Russ, and the name of his channel I think is Russell Anderson. He used to be part of Outlaw Frags, but I think they kind of decided to do the notification off my phone. Decided to do different things or whatever, I'm not sure, but he was part of Outlaw Frags, but now he's got his own channel going or whatever. Russell Anderson, here's your tag video. So I have picked out 10 fragrances in my collection that I think quarantine suitable. And as you know, your boy, they are inexpensive fragrances. They're gonna be some good ones. They're inexpensive, but very calming and very relaxing. Some of these you probably have heard of, some of them you may not have. No further ado, let's get right to it. The first one I want to talk to you about, and mine are in no particular order, they're just 10 fragrances that I found that I think are perfect for this time of the year or what we're going through. And it is Tommy Hilfiger Eau de Prep. I like this fragrance. Why? Because it is so bright. And you're going to hear me say that a lot throughout this video. Bright, uplifting, somewhat invigorating type of fragrance. Smells really, really, really good. Citrusy, bergamot-y, lemony, limey type of fragrance that just smells good. Performance on it is not good. If this fragrance performed 5 hours, 6 hours, man, I would be telling you to rush out and get it. It's about $25, $24, $25, which is not necessarily cheap, but it's not expensive either. But great smelling fragrance, nice, bright, citrusy type of fragrance. Just doesn't perform very well at all. But I like it. And again, you can pick it up for $24, $25. The next one is one you probably have never heard of before, and it is Palm Beach. Now, and as you see, that bottle is just about empty. This is a $9 or $10 fragrance. And man, do I love the way it smells. And Palm Beach is an appropriate name for it. I think it's Palm Beach 1922, actually. And I've worn the dickens out of this thing. It smells good. It is so tropical, so fresh, so vibrant, so energetic, so cool, so refreshing. And I think that's what you need when you're laying around the house. Kind of warm, but not, it's about 80 degrees here today. And it's going to be in the 80s, I think, the next 2 days. And then it's going to dip back down in the 60s. But while it's warm and pretty, this is one that I think just rocks out in this time of the season. And then with this quarantine, oh, that smells so good. With this quarantine going on. And I don't know if anybody else even has this, knows about this, has smelt this. If you do, please let me know. Leave it in the comments below. Let me know what your thoughts on this bad boy is. But this is just a great, fresh, inexpensive fragrance. You can't spray this on and not just feel instantly like, that's just what it's like. A nice drink of fresh water, or on a hot day, you've been out cutting the grass or washing the car, and you finally get that big tall glass of ice water or whatever your favorite beverage is. I'm an ice water drinker. Big old glass of ice water on a hot day. Man, that's what that is. It's just refreshing. Nice fragrance. And that is Palm Beach 1922. And it's a cheapie. I paid about $9 or $10 for that back when you used to could go to stores. Remember? Got it at Burke's Outlet. Back when places like that actually used to have cologne, Burke's and Ross. I've seen it there, but the last couple of times I went before everything got shut down, nobody had anything anyway. But that's where I got it. I'm going to show you the bottle one more again. Nice looking little bottle too. I like the cap. It's not necessarily a cheapo depot cap. Got the little palm tree on there. Nice smelling fragrance, man. It just smells fresh. Slight, maybe a little bit of pineapple in there. I'm not real sure, but just a nice, fruity, relaxing fragrance that would go good when you're quarantined and have nowhere to go. Next one on the list is a Davidoff Cool Waters Flanker. And this is Cool Waters Ocean Extreme. I picked this up on vacation with the wife in Biloxi, Mississippi. So it definitely has a little bit of a sentimental value to me a couple of years ago. And as you see, I went about halfway through that bottle. I'm telling you guys, I don't just tell you to buy cheap, inexpensive fragrances. I buy them and I wear them because some of these smells good. And this one smells really, really good. This one is like Cool Waters without that, man, how can I say it? This is Cool Waters with a little bit more depth and a little bit more masculinity, and without that note in it that makes it smell like aspen, which I love aspen. Don't get it twisted. But Cool Waters and aspen are very similar, but this is just, you know what? This may actually be more Green Irish Tweety than the original Cool Waters. Maybe. Maybe it's the soapiness that's missing. It's got something in it that the original Cool Waters doesn't have, and it's missing something that the original Cool Waters has. So I wish I could give you a better description, but what I can tell you is it's fresh, it's masculine, it's deep, but it is very relaxing. Ocean Extreme is a great name for it, and I wore this when I was at the beach. When I first got it, the wife loved it. It's one of those that smells really good in the air. Again, none of these 10 or 11 that I'm going to tell you about are great performers. They all lack in that aspect, but they're decent fragrances. They smell good for what you pay for them, and they're going to do wonderful for the situation that you're in. You take your nice shower after your long day at work, for those of you that are still working. Come home, spray on some of this stuff, hit the recliner. These are all recliner worthy as well. Just great chill fragrances. That is Cool Water. Because see, my boy Cheapo informed me that it ain't no S on this. Look, I'm from Alabama, so it ain't Walmart, it's Walmart's. Okay? It's an S on Walmart's, in case you didn't know. And it's an S on Cool Water, too. This ain't Cool Water, this is Cool Waters. The S. Just kidding. It's actually Cool Waters, but when you've been saying Cool Waters for umpteen years, it's Cool Waters. But this is Cool Water, not Waters, it ain't but one. So now you have it. But that's Cool Waters, Ocean Extreme, great, fresh, invigorating type of fragrance. Another one. And it's by Alfred Song, and it is Heat. Now this one is a great office-friendly fragrance as well, but this is also a very easy to wear, relaxing type of fragrance. I didn't look up the notes, but it smells like it's got a little bit of violet leaf in there, so it's got a touch of badness to it. But at the end of the day, for the most part, it is just fresh. It is a nice, crisp, clean, fresh type of scent. Not as invigorating as some of the other ones on this list, but still an easy to reach for fragrance. One that I think will go easy in these conditions. You're in the house, so you don't want to run nobody out of the room that you got to be quarantined with anyway. So it's nice, it's pleasant, it's calm, it's relaxing. I like it a lot. That is Alfred Song. I'm going to put a little bit of this in that air. Alfred Song, He. That's nice. He or Hi or H-E-I. I'm going to say it's He. But you know I'm from Alabama. I keep saying that because production of my words may or may not be dictionary approved. But you know what I'm talking about. So just roll with me. The next one is one that you may not be able to find. And it is Jaguar Fresh Man. And I love this fragrance. Had it forever. If you like melon and you can find this at a reasonable price, pick it up. This is a great cucumbery, melony, fresh type of fragrance. Man, that smells good. Very calm, very relaxing with just a touch of masculinity in there. Nice, easy to wear fragrance. Now, when I got it, it was cheap. It was under 20 bucks. But I think it's been discontinued, and I'm not sure what the price range on it is. Again, performance on none of these are stellar. They're all about average, 1.5 to 2 hours projection, 3 to 4 hours of longevity, but they're freshies, so that's what you get. But this one is a nice cucumber base, cucumber melony type of fragrance, and it smells good. More melon than cucumber. Because I don't even think cucumber was listed in the notes, but that's the vibe it gets off. It's just a nice, fresh, calm, relaxing fragrance that nobody's going to be offended by. And people are going to be glad that you wore it if they're quarantined with you. Can't get away. The next one is one that I like a lot. And it is Curve Wave And it smells just like you would think. Just a fresh, cool, easy to wear fragrance. Very cool, very fresh is the best word. Just, I mean, they could have easily called this Curve Fresh. They call it Curve Wave, but because I guess if it's hot and you get caught up in a wave, it's going to feel refreshing. So get all that sand off of you. Get out of that sun for a minute, that cool water hit you. So, yeah, this is Curve Wave. Easily could have been called Curve Fresh. I'm going to smell this one more time. I like this, and I've worn this fragrance quite a bit too. This was a harder one to find. I didn't see it a lot at the box stores, period. When I did see it, I did pick it up because I'd read some reviews on it, and they said they were pretty good. Said it was pretty good. I'm not disappointed in it at all. Again, it's not one of the better performers. It does have a little bit of a water note type to it. Seemed like this one did too. I forgot to mention that in this one. Seemed like the Jaguar had a little bit of a water note in it as well. But all of these are fragrances that if you go take you a shower, get in something comfortable and spray them on, you're going to feel really, really good and like them. The next one, I'm going to do 2 for 1. As I said, I'm not doing this in any particular order, but they are from the house of Elizabeth Arden, and one is Elizabeth Arden Green Tea, and the other one is Green Tea and Lavender. Now, these two belong to my wife, and you see she's put a little bit of a dent in this one. Not so much this one, but this one. Why? Because it's relaxing. So a lot of times she'll take a shower, especially if she takes one right before she goes to bed. She'll take a shower and spray this on, and Elizabeth Arden makes a lot of these fragrances in different fruit variations or different combinations. They're very inexpensive, $10 to $12. If you see them, it's a good way to start a female out on fragrances if they don't wear them, or a teenager, or again, like I said, these a man could wear. That is just fresh, calm, relaxing. It's a very sweet fragrance, very calming, very relaxing. Especially head itching. Especially this one. This one is a lot more fresh and definitely more of a unisex fragrance than it is a feminine fragrance, because it doesn't have that, I don't know what the note is. You know, that one note that all female fragrances seem to have running through their veins? This one does not have it. It's just, again, I could see this being something that somebody sprayed on right out of the shower and got in the bed or in the recliner or whatever, because it's just fresh. The green tea in it is just absolutely fresh. It smells good. It's calming. It's relaxing. It's sort of invigorating. I heard Cheap say something about putting a fragrance in the refrigerator and cooling it off and then spraying it on. I think it was Perry Ellis 360 Red, he said. I don't know. I've never done that, but he said it worked, so I trust the cheapo's judgment. So if he said it's a good thing, then I think you should do it. Okay. Next on the list is another woman's fragrance. This is DKNY Woman, and this is a huge bottle. And I caught this bottle on clearance for $10. Again, it's my wife's. I don't think she's that fond of it, because for some reason she's not really into the fruity type of scents. But I don't know why this wasn't made and marketed for a man, to be honest with you. What this is right here, this may be one of the most natural smelling orange fragrances that I've ever smelled. Now, I have a lot of niche fragrances, but most of the niche fragrances I do are earthy. For some reason, I'm attracted to that type of niche scent. I like the earthiness. Like Barackin Man and things like that, from Amouage. I like things like that, are extremely fruity, like Fico, the Amalfi, and Elysium. I like that type of niche fragrance. This one is so orange. I mean, and it is very subtle, very relaxing. I shouldn't say subtle. Subtle is not the word. What would be the word? It just smells natural. I mean, I don't know any other way to put it. And this is one I could see myself wearing a lot. Matter of fact, I ain't got no scent on today. I'm gonna get myself a little bit with this one. I do 6 or 7 sprays. Yes, I spray my head. And it's just invigorating. It doesn't smell like a woman. It smells like orange and orange peel. That's what that smells like. It smells like Christmas time when you got that orange in the stocking. You remember when we used to get stockings, and in the orange you had like a candy cane, a walnut, and an orange, and a piece of peppermint. Well, this smells like when you've dug into that orange and you're peeling that peel away. You got that smell of orange peel and orange. That's what this smells like. That's what this smells like. And it is an amazing fragrance. And I may as well just go ahead and put that on in my collection. As soon as I do, she'll be like, what happened to that DKNY I bought? That you bought for me? Where that DKNY at? But honestly, this is one of the brightest oranges that I have ever smelled. And it smells really, really good. Really natural, really fresh. I was watching a live. I tried to be in a live last night with my boy, Dr. Dre, because he had Tupac and Snoop riding with him, two of America's Most Wanted. He had a straight gangster party on his live last night. I tried to join in and I couldn't, but Sam said he made a comment that he wasn't going to take an orange and just rub it on his neck. And Cheap Boy was like, you be sticky. This smells like you took an orange and just rubbed it on your neck. That's just what it smells like. It just smells so bright, so good, so fresh. DKNY Woman. Y'all need to... Yeah. It's a woman's fragrance, but check it out. The next one on the list, and I've got one more, and it is a white floral musk, and it is called White Musk, and it is from The Body Shop. I bought this in a gift set, and I was so pleased. I am so pleased with this fragrance, and so pleased with the gift set, because the gift set came with a deodorant, and most of the time those deodorants I can't use, but this one came with one of the best deodorant sticks, because it was like a liquid. Man, that stuff worked good, and it smelled good. It smelled so fresh coming out from, it's going to sound funny, coming out from under my arm. It smelled fresh, and it blended in with my other colognes and didn't interfere with them. This came with the shower gel as well. It was a deodorant stick, shower gel, and this, and they all smell good. I really like this fragrance. This is very smooth, very calm, very relaxing. And if you're familiar with white musk, then you know it can turn a bit floral. It is very light, though, and very fresh. It's just an easy-to-wear fragrance. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't see this one a lot. But if you see it, White Musk from the from The Body Shop. I almost said Perfumer's Workshop. From The Body Shop, you should definitely pick that up. Very easy to wear fragrance. And a nice looking bottle too, man. It reminds me of those Silverados they used to make in the 90s. What, the Choo Choo Customs or whatever. They had that two-tone paint on them, man. All the old cats was rocking them. Was buying them and driving them. Well, the bottle reminds me of it. Can I see? Does it look like a truck? Okay, my bad. I digress. But anyway, beautiful bottle, beautiful scent, nice white floral musk type of fragrance that just smells really, really good. And I am really digging this right here. It's mouth watering. I'm about to get me something to drink. It's a very smooth orange that DKNY is, but this White Musk is just amazing. I like it a lot. It just smells nice and clean, but not soapy. So if you're looking for a clean fragrance that doesn't smell soapy, try White Musk. Last but not least is one I had just started to see when the stores closed. And it is Beverly Hills 90210 for men. I wish I could give you more of a description because they made two of these. One is in like a bottle that looks like some type of juice. It looks like the same bottle, but it's a darker juice and it looks like something that you would drink. It's not clear and blue like this one. Guys, this is about a $9.99 fragrance. I'm telling you, what it reminds me of is Mr. Burberry Indigo. But if I'm being 100% honest, to my nose, to my taste, this is a better smelling fragrance than Mr. Burberry Indigo. This is a better performing fragrance than Mr. Burberry Indigo. If I'm just keeping it 100. And Burberry Indigo was one that I wanted. I got it. I love it. I wear it. And then I found this. And this is a better performing, cheaper version of Mr. Burberry's Indigo. This stuff right here is just bright and uplifting. If you get a chance, and you get a chance to pick this up, after you take you a shower on a hot summer's day, if you spray this on, you will be rewarded because it smells really, really nice. And it's a toilet concentration, and it does not perform bad for what it is. I actually get almost 2 hours of projection out of that, and it projects real hard. For I know at least the first hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes, it's going. It's hard. And then the longevity is 4.5 to 5 hours out of it. I don't get that out of Mr. Burberry. Mr. Burberry is about a 3.5 to 4.5 hour cologne for me, even though I love it. But that's all I get. This one, I actually get more than that. And it's a $9 or $10 fragrance. And it is Beverly Hills 90210 for men. And I'm going to put this in the air. That just smells good, guys. This nice, bright, uplifting fragrance. Okay. I am sorry that this video took so long, but I had like 12 fragrances to get to, so it took a minute to get to them. Thank you again, Russ, for this tag. I'm not gonna tag anybody I'm not gonna tag anybody, but if you see this video and you feel like doing it, consider yourself tagged. And the reason I'm not gonna tag anybody is because honestly, I don't know who's been tagged to do it or not. Because honestly, I had started watching, I didn't even know I was tagged until last night. I had started watching Russ's video, and I got halfway through it, and I had to go do something, so I stopped watching the video. And never went back to finish watching it. And then he was like, hey, I tagged you. And I was like, oh. So I don't want to tag anybody because I don't know who's been tagged or who hasn't been. I know what happened. The weekend started. And my wife's off work on the weekend, so I don't, if you notice, I'm busier doing videos during the week than on the weekend because on the weekend she's off. And that's kind of Trey sense family time, you know, this family time. So I don't do as many videos on the weekend as I do during the week. That's the wife's at work, so I do videos on the week during the week. But anyway, so I'm not gonna tag anybody. But if you see this, please, please, please feel free to do it. Do your video like 1R detailing. I know I wasn't gonna tag nobody, but if you see it, do it. Bro Sense, if you see it, do it. Whoever sees this video. You know, Cheapo's already done it. Sam, I don't know if you've done it. Yeah, Sam, you got tagged. So, I mean, anybody that sees this video, please feel free to knock it out of the park. Do it. Curious to see what your 10 fragrances are that you're going to rock with during this quarantining, you know, thing that we got going on here. And again, I hope everybody is staying safe. Love on your loved ones. Call your mama and your dad and your uncle and your auntie. I know your auntie going to, you know, preach to you and all this stuff, but just call her. Call Auntie Vera and see how Aunt Vera doing. You know, call your people, check on them, you know. It's the least you can do. Call your old cousin that owe you $50 and you ain't seen him. Call him and make sure he ain't out there, you know, wilding out. Check on your folks. Love everybody. You know, let's take care of each other during this time, you know. Lean on each other because it's stressful, you know. It's a stressful, scary period right now. It is. You know, they got stuff out there walking around. They don't know how we getting it, where it's coming from, who's spreading it, who gonna die. You know, they don't, you know, you just don't know. So, but anyway, be sure to like this video, please. Share it, subscribe it. I'm gonna make another video. I'll talk about that in another video. But be sure to like, share this video. Give it a thumbs up. If you have any of these fragrances, any of them, comment down below. Or if you have some refreshing, relaxing fragrances, be sure to comment down below. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for tuning in. And I'm going to get off here. And until next time, peace.